Hey friends, welcome back. Well, in the last video, I showed you how I grow walking stick cabbages and how I harvested them and then dried them out in order to make walking sticks. And then I promised in the next video that I would show you how to actually make a walking stick out of a walking stick cabbage. Well, this is the video. So let's see what happens. It's actually quite easy to make your walking stick once the walking stick cabbage is dry. If you're used to doing any kind of wood finishing, you're familiar with the process. Now, the first thing to do is cut off the root ball. Because of the increasing weight of the plant as it grows, you'll usually find a natural bend in the stalk at the top, sort of a ready-made handle. Once the root ball is gone, it's on to doing whatever shaping you want. I like to file off the edge of the top to create a nice rounded surface. I don't have any fancy tools, I'm just using a file I happen to have on hand. Once the rough shaping is done, I move on to sanding, working to get a smooth surface. You may find some small cracks in the top of the stick. I fill those in to prevent further cracking in the future. Now I'd use wood putty or wood glue if I had any, but instead I'll make my own cabbage stick putty using filings from the stick and some white craft glue. Mix the glue and cabbage dust together to get a putty-like consistency and apply it to the area with the cracks. Now I just rub it on with my finger, forcing it down inside the cracks. Once the putty has dried, sand it all down starting with coarse sandpaper, working down to fine in order to get a nice, smooth surface. Now, time to sand the stick itself. Really just to smooth out any rough spots and to get an even overall color. But I decided I liked the contrast between the light and dark colors that really emphasized the texture, so I left that show rather than sanding it all away. Lastly, cut off the shriveled part that once was the top of the plant and is now the bottom. It's too weak to bear any weight. Time to apply the finish. I'm using a water-based polyurethane with a matte finish. You can use a glossy finish if you like. You could even paint it with your favorite color. It's all up to you. After all, it's your cabbage walking stick. I prefer the matte finish though to show off the color and texture of the surface. I'll coat the entire stick except for the end, which I'll hold on to while working. I've attached a wire in order to hang the stick to dry between coats. Now I ended up putting on 5 coats of finish to get the look and feel that I wanted. Once the last coat for the main part of the stick is done, I'll follow the same process to seal the bottom portion. If you actually use the stick for walking, you may want to consider adding a ferrule to the bottom for safety and longevity. Well, friends, the walking stick turned out very nicely. I'm very happy with it. It ended up being 40 inches long. Now, I prefer something that's 48 inches at least, or even taller, but still, this is very strong and sturdy and will serve the purpose. I hope this encourages you to grow your own walking stick cabbages and make your own walking stick. A million thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.